great to be here. I do him every day. It's good. Sean Reese walking style.
So what can fans expect from season 2?
Well, I mean, some new developments. I mean, we'll of course pick up where we left off, but we're already in new territory. Neither of us have ever been kidnapped and held hostage. So now we're off our rhythm, and we're out of the library, and we're on the road. At least Mr. Finch is, and that's going to take some time to work through, since he's now in the clutches of a mad woman. And I think there'll be more kind of delicious investigation of their pasts. That stuff, the backstories are deep ones, and we've kind of just scratched the surface of those. The evolution of the machine, and I mean in particular and in detail, I think that's stuff that the audience will be keen to see, and we will begin to have a changing sense of what the machine is and what its range of powers are.
How would Finch react if the machine suddenly develops a personality? Or an obnoxious one, or something that's different, like it refuses to do things or something.
Well,
it wants more money.
that idea of the machine. How can I say that? Of the machine having a personal identity or a personality. Don't think that's too far-fetched. Then it'll be interesting to know, where does a machine get a personality, since it doesn't really have a mom or dad, or does it?
Interesting, yeah.
So, yeah, I think that discussion is ongoing and could lead to some interesting places very soon.
What's the change of scenery been like for you, going from Hawaii to New York?
It's great. I'm so happy to be home, where I live, in the town that I know and love, and at the same time constantly going to blocks and neighborhoods and buildings that I never saw before. So it's exciting to see all these.
I would love to do person of interest in Hawaii.
What if we went to a different place every season?
There you go.
Took the whole thing on the road.
But just not Arkansas.
What has been the most surprising part of being in person of interest?
Oh man,
surprising thing. Well, he
doesn't talk so much, so this is just fascinating just to listen to him.
I mean, it has been interesting to play a character with a kind of disability, and getting that to be second nature, and then trying sometimes to forget to do it. All of that is an interesting head game, because now when we do flashbacks, when Finch is younger and perfectly healthy, I find it really hard to turn off the handicap. I'll catch myself, because I'm like Pavlov's dog. As soon as they say action, I know that I have to be Mr. Stiff, Mr. Finch. So it's hard to leave that behind. It's funny that your body, it gets so trained, and it remembers that so well. It's hard to put it aside.
And for you?
I've been doing a lot of the gun training with the SEAL team down here, and the CQC, combat training, all that stuff. Over time, just the repetitions, going from left to right, flipping the weapon over. I mean, they use 4 trigger fingers. These guys are, NBA caliber, and your 6th grade son might be a 6th grade all-star, but he's not Michael Jordan. These are Michael Jordan level guys that are amazing, and just being around them, I noticed that during the sequences, which wasn't planned, was that flip switch. don't even hear a thing. I don't hear anything other than targets, the movement, everything like that. It just kind of goes into things that weren't planned. It was just the right place at the right time, I guess.
As an audience member, I was kind of struck by how easily they were able to assimilate a family unit because they're such loners at heart, and yet very quickly they bonded together, cared about each other, and took in other people into their lives.
This trust is part of survival in that world. You know, this trust is, you have to trust to a minimum, obviously. If I'm driving down the road, I got to trust the fact that guy's not going to come into my lane. But the fact is that you're clocking everybody around all the time and watching and reading and going through all the research. Certainly, how I got about 5 to 10 things I want to tell you right now. I just got off the plane, and knowing what we're doing right now is going to blow your mind at the beginning of next season. Jonah kind of said it this way, that we're not, we're a fast race car, and now we're just putting the foot down on the gas.
That's a good note to end it on. Thank you, guys.